Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live Q&A for November. Last Sunday of every month, that's when we get connected, wherein I go live to answer all your questions. Missed out in October because the last Sunday of October was the Diwali day, and sorry, could not do it on the Diwali day. But here's wishing all of you all a very happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year. Happy and a prosperous New Year to all of you, to all my viewers. Well, let's begin. A lot of things have happened in the past few weeks. Great things have happened. The first of them was the longest ever flight that happened just last week, last Sunday. Qantas did that flight. They flew from New York to Sydney, and it was, I think, around 16,200 kilometers or 10,000 plus miles, 10,000 plus miles that they did. And it took them 19 hours and 16 minutes to do that flight. That is the longest ever flight that has been recorded in the history of aviation. So that was something great that happened. A lot of other developments happening in the industry. Indigo on the 30th of October, I think on the 29th or 30th of October, they signed a firm order of 300 new Airbus 320 Neo aircraft. So they placed a firm order of 300 new aircrafts. Currently, what Indigo has a fleet size of 247 aircrafts, and 300 new have been ordered. So more than what they currently own, they've ordered more than that. So that's something great. All in line with all the projections that have been done in my past videos that I have done, and I had told you all about what airlines in India are planning to do. And this is in line with what Indigo had promised, that and the way they are growing, they need these aircrafts. The way they are growing, they need these aircrafts, and there is tremendous growth. All of you, my friends who are watching, I've always said this, that this industry can give you a great career. This is the right time to step into this industry because the growth that's going to happen, you can already see or make out from what it is now. Indigo, who owns 247 aircraft, has placed an order for 300 new aircraft. That speaks about, I mean, I don't have to say anything any further, because these airlines know exactly what they want to do and what they would need to sustain the growth that's going to happen here in India. And that's the reason why they've gone ahead and placed such a huge order. Total number of aircrafts, the fleet size of all the airlines put together, of all the airlines in India put together, is somewhere around 600 at the moment. Currently, what airlines, all the airlines own is around 600. And so you can know there are many more airlines which will slowly and gradually. We've talked about that there are going to be 1,200 aircrafts are going to be ordered by airlines in India. So that is what is going to happen in the near future. The other thing that happened is a code share agreement between Indigo and Qatar Airways. That was a new development that has happened in the industry. Indigo and Qatar Airways have signed a code share agreement. So again, you can see how these international airlines, Qatar Airways is one of the leading airlines of the world, and they are now tying up with airlines in India. So that's also a great news. That's also great news. Apart from that, apart from Indigo signing a code share agreement with Qatar Airways, there is also SpiceJet, who's gone ahead and signed the MOU for the moment for the code shares in the future with Gulf Air. SpiceJet also has an agreement in place with Emirates. In the United Arab Emirates, they are now planning to develop Ras Al Khaimah as their hub in the Middle East. That's what SpiceJet is aiming at, and I'm sure it's not going to be long when they are already there. This has been done a few months ago, so they are already working on it, and so that shows again the great growth potential that airlines in India have. They are now going beyond and creating hubs beyond their own country, like how Indigo with a code share with Qatar Airways will be able to use the Doha airport as their hub also. They're already flying with Turkish Airlines using Istanbul, taking flights, direct flights to Istanbul, and then giving onward connections on Turkish Airlines. So similarly, SpiceJet is also trying to work its way to do that kind of a code share agreement. Many other things happened in the industry, but we can talk and talk. The end result or the bottom line that I want to cite to all of y'all is only one thing. Everything, all these things that I talk about in the industry, it all just brings us to one, conclusion, and that conclusion is the growth that's going to happen in this industry, the great growth that is going to happen in this industry. Uh, Okay, so now I'm ready to take the questions. Payal, today Tanmay is not there with me, so we have Payal who's going to help me with these questions. Payal, do we have the questions ready? Yeah, Payal.
So that was a whole lot of interesting information that we just received from you. We
Hmm.
also have a lot of other questions that students have asked, and they would really love to have the answers to. One of them is, what is the passing marks cutoff? What is the cutoff for the exam?
The passing marks, very good. I don't know anybody has ever asked me this question. Nobody before has asked me this question. A good question. To pass the IATA exams, you would have to get a score of 60%. To pass the exams, you'll have to get a score of 60%. So that's the passing marks. And along with this passing marks, because I've got this opportunity to talk about the marks on the IATA exams, I should also add that at 85%, if you score 85%, then you get a certificate with distinction. So you score a distinction at 85%.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So the next one is a very relevant question.
Mhm.
The student would like to know, will I get campus placement or job assurance after the course?
Yeah. Many a times there are campus interviews that happen at our institute. We've had many companies, great companies, come and do campus interviews also. And so far as the placements are concerned, as I have always said this, and I keep on saying this, that this industry is growing so fast, and this industry is creating so many opportunities now that all my students, either it may be a campus placement or without any campus interviews happening, they have all been placed. They have all been placed, and they have scaled great heights. So many of my students, they have now reached the topmost managerial levels, say for example, being a airport manager, station manager for Indigo Airlines, or station manager for Go Airways, station manager for SpiceJet, even for Singapore Airlines, airlines like Singapore Airlines also, my students have reached those levels. Apart from the airport, when they work in the city office in the sales and marketing departments, they've all scaled great heights even there. I have so many of my students working with Qatar Airways, Emirates, in the sales and marketing department, and they've grown. I had already spoken about one such success story, about my student Ishaq Vora, who works with Qatar Airways in Doha. So he has also scaled great heights. I had given you all information about that. I didn't speak about any success story today because I wanted to share the information about the what's happening in the industry, and that's a reason. But for sure, next month onwards, we'll follow that same pattern of talking about a success story. So there have been many successful students, So what I feel and what I believe is that this certificate of IATA, that certificate itself is so powerful that you can always, that's considered to be the topmost qualification in this industry. I tell all my students, don't worry about a job and everything, because for so long, for 21 long years, if I've been doing this, and if all my students have got jobs, I'm sure even if you do the course just now, you'll land up with a job. I have absolutely no doubts about that you can get a job immediately after doing this course. As I said, a lot of power on of the certificate, recognition of the certificate in the industry, that lands up all our students with a job. So please be rest assured that you'll definitely get a job after doing this course. And as I have always said earlier also, that this certificate is not only recognized, that it's recognized only in one country, in India. No, no, no. It's recognized the world over. I have students who are working in countries like USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So many of my students working in the Gulf countries. So many of my students working in so many other countries in Africa also. So this certificate is recognized all over the world, and that's the reason why I always say that this is the most powerful course that y'all can do. The most powerful course that you can do. Yeah, Payal, any more questions we have?
Yes, so we have a lot of questions, and I'm sure after that bit of information, the students out there feeling much more secure doing the course when they know that they're going to be well placed and there's nothing to worry about, and they have a global degree. So another question that a student has come up with is, what is the exam pattern like?
What is the exam pattern? Well, now the world is moving towards online exams. Everything is happening online. So, keeping with the trend, even IATA has decided to do exams online. They conduct online exams, and the pattern is multiple choice questions. You have 100 questions, and you have MCQs, multiple choice questions, where you can you can choose one of the answers, and that's how it goes. And it's of 100 marks, and as I said just a minute back, that passing percentage is 60%, and if you score a 85, you you can get a certificate with a distinction. That's called as distinction. So online exam timing is 3 hours. They give you 3 hours to answer those 100 questions, and again, multiple choice questions. Yeah.
Wonderful, sir. That is so good to know. And sir, also, what is the benefit of IATA? Could you tell us more about that?
Benefit of IATA? Benefit of IATA qualification? That is what?
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes,
as I said just now, that it's considered to be the topmost qualification in the industry. in the travel and tourism industry, in the aviation industry, if you have a certificate, airlines also will offer you a job immediately, because that's considered to be the topmost qualification. And the other advantage is it's recognized worldwide. So there is no limitations to you staying in that one particular country or choosing only that country because the certificate will. No, you can be working anywhere in the world with the certificate. That's the biggest advantage. That's the biggest advantage. It has a global recognition. Yeah, Payal.
So another question is
Mhm.
that is there an entrance selection process? How difficult is it to get into the course?
Into the course, no, the course does not have any entrance or selection process. I've always said this, and we've had in the past, students from all the streams are welcome to come and do this course. We get students from the commerce stream, we get students from the science stream, we get students from the arts stream. From you may come from any stream. The only requirement is that you should have completed your 12th standard, 10 plus 2, 12 standard. If you've completed your 12th standard, you are eligible to do this course. There are no entrance exams. There is no any such, entrance tests or anything that you have to appear. Of course, the most important is that it should be of interest to you. And then you may belong to any field, but you are most welcome to come and do this course. We've had students who've done engineering. You can find those videos of so many engineers who have come and studied with us on the channel, on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to find the videos that we put up. You can go through those videos and you'll realize that even after doing their engineering, they did not find, or their passion or their interest was this, the travel and tourism, and hence they came and did this course, and they are doing great in this industry. Some of them have become entrepreneurs also. They've started their own business. Now imagine somebody studying a civil engineering or any other stream of engineering, and then coming and doing this course and becoming an entrepreneur. So we've had so many such engineers. A couple of doctors have also come and studied with me in the past 21 years. So any stream you can belong to, you're most welcome to come and do this course. And there are no entrance exams. Only 12th, after your 12th standard, immediately after your 12th standard, you can come and join this course. Yeah, Payal.
So that is so fantastic to know that the course is easy and accessible to all, and anybody from any stream can be doing it.
Yeah.
So there's also a worry that comes to students' heads that what happens is if in case they fail the exam, what is the next resort?
IATA gives you one more chance. Good. I am happy that somebody is even asking about a failure also. IATA gives, when you enroll with IATA, when you register with IATA for doing a course, you get 2 chances to write the exam. If you fail the first one, then you always have a second chance. It happens on the next examination session. They have examination sessions now. Of course, effective 2020, the examinations calendar is changing, and you'll have a chance to do the exams every 6 months: January, March, May. Every alternate month, you will be having a chance to write the exam. So if you fail in one of the exams, you can always try again on the next examination session. You always get 2 chances when you register for this exam. Yeah.
Wonderful. So that is fantastic. So now I'm sure that even the ones who are like not doctors and engineers feel that yes, they have a chance of making it in the industry, and I'm sure that it's going to benefit them so much. Also, their question is also regarding about how do they prepare for this exam? So do they get previous year's papers to solve?
Yeah, if you come to the institute, we will take you through the entire course, and that is that's the biggest advantage, because we can take you through the entire course, with so much of experience. Excuse me. With so much of our experience, we can always, find better ways and explain the course better. it's basically, this is a distance learning course that IATA offers to students worldwide. So you may be sitting anywhere. You can register for the IATA courses, and they will send you the books. As I said, now everything is becoming electronic. How the exams will be online. So now you have online books. But the bigger advantage is of coming to the class when you are in that environment. One is that we have a lot of experience about the industry, so we conduct the courses in line with our practical experience also. And the other advantage is you're sitting down with 20 more people. There are 20 more people sitting over there in the classroom. So there is a lot of discussions that happens. And those discussions are very healthy discussions that happen in the class, and a lot of knowledge sharing that happens. So that's a better way of learning. That is how I look at it, and that is why I always say that it's always better to come to the institute and do the course, so that you can always get that advantage of one, experienced faculties to take you through the course, and two, knowledge sharing that happens amongst the students. Mhm.
Brilliant. So they don't just take knowledge and information, they also take friends for life from the course, along with people in the industry who they would know and meet for the rest of their lives.
Yes, Payal,
And
that
that
happens.
is
Payal
so
has been
wonderful.
a student at the at the institute
Yes,
also,
definitely.
so she knows the advantage of coming to the class. And thank you
Definitely.
for saying that, Payal. That yeah, that's another big advantage. You get friends for life, and you keep on meeting them all the time in the industry for
Which is
any
a
functions.
huge plus
Which
of
is a
doing this
huge
course.
plus, yeah.
And so another question that we have is that like this is something that is very relevant to everybody who comes and wants to do the course, is that what is the starting salary for an ITA qualified student?
Starting salaries. I have a video, a special video made for that, which is on our YouTube channel also. You can go watch that. Depends. Starting salary would depend from one region to another region, from one company to another company. So it's a very, but on that video, I have tried to give you some hints about, what kind of salaries that you can expect from the industry once you are IATA qualified. I have just to add one more little thing, is that salaries are at one. It's one of the parts, but the perks that you get in this industry are huge. I've always talked about those. If you work for an airline, like I was working for an airline at one time, Lufthansa, and I got free tickets to travel the world. So that became the biggest perk for me. No salaries could match those kinds of perks. In those days also, traveling abroad was not very easy. It was a very expensive. And today also, if you're working with an airline, that's one of the biggest perks. Not only you, your immediate family members and everybody, they all get free tickets to travel, and you can travel the world. That's one. And if you work with travel agencies or with tour operating companies, I have so many of my students who work as tour managers or tour escorts, and they escort tours to various parts of the world. They travel with the group members, and they get that advantage of traveling the world. So yeah, salaries is one part. The perks are great in this industry. I have Nishant Raj. Which course is better, diploma or BTTM course for travel? Uh, IATA courses, I would say IATA courses. Any IATA course that you do, it could be of great value, because, as I said, Nishant, that IATA is considered to be the topmost qualification. Even if it's a diploma, the IATA certificate, it'll stay good. It's considered to be the topmost qualification. So I would recommend you do any of the IATA courses, and that could be your uh, success. You can be very successful after getting into the industry. Once you are in the industry, to get land up with a job, you would require any kind of IATA course. That's what I recommend. And we have a question. Good morning, Dhananjay Kumar. Very good morning to you. सर, क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि कोई भी IATA एग्जाम दे सकता है जो कहीं भी ट्रेनिंग ना लिया हो? देखो धनंजय, अभी मैंने ये बात बताया कि क्लास में आने से, ये तो देखो आयाटा तो वर्ल्ड वाइड कहीं भी आप बैठ के आप डिस्टेंस लर्निंग से पढ़ाई कर सकते हैं, पर क्लास में आने से और इंस्टीट्यूट में आने से बहुत सारे एडवांटेजेस मिलते हैं आपको धनंजय। सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है कि जो वहाँ जो पढ़ाने वाले हैं, जो हम लोग हैं, उनके पास बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है इस इंडस्ट्री का। मेरे को 30 साल से ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है इस इंडस्ट्री में, तो उसका आपको सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा मिल सकता है। दूसरा फ़ायदा जो है, वो कि जब आप क्लास में होते हैं, तो आप उस माहौल में होते हैं, तो वहाँ काफ़ी सारा डिस्कशंस होता है क्लास में, क्योंकि आपके साथ में और 20-22 लोग बैठे हैं, तो काफ़ी सारा हेल्दी डिस्कशंस होता है क्लास में और नॉलेज शेयरिंग होता है। तो आप कहीं भी बैठ के ये कोर्स कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है उसमें कोई, पर ये सारे फायदे आपको नहीं मिलेंगे फिर। और जब कोर्स करते हैं, जब आप पढ़ाई करते हैं, तो जब आप बुक्स में कहीं पढ़ते हैं और कहीं अटक जाते हैं कि भाई इस बात का मेरे को कुछ वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, तो उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन वो बुक्स तो बात नहीं करती हैं अनफॉर्चुनेटली, तो उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन आपको मिलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है कई बार। तो ये सारे फायदे हैं क्लास में आने को। तो मैं आपको वही कहूँगा कि अगर आपको ये कोर्स करना है और अच्छे से करना है, तो आप इंस्टीट्यूट में आइए। हमारे यहाँ रेगुलर बैचेस शुरू होते रहती हैं, तो यू कैन ऑलवेज कम टू द इंस्टीट्यूट एंड जॉइन द इंस्टीट्यूट. Any questions there up, Payal, on the Facebook? We can. So, धनंजय कुमार, आप यहाँ पर आ सकते हैं इंस्टीट्यूट में। हमारी वेबसाइट है जो www.ittIho.com, उस पर आप लॉग इन करके एड्रेस वगैरह पता कर सकते हैं हमारा, और आके मिल जाइए हमसे। हमारे यहाँ रेगुलर बैचेस शुरू होती हैं, हर हर 2 महीने में एक बैच हम शुरू करते हैं, तो आप नेक्स्ट बैच में ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू। या पायल?
Sir, are internships a part of the course structure?
No, internships are not a part of the course structure. We do not have any internships that are given to students. And why no internships? Because this is a short-term course. It takes only 4 months to finish this course. And immediately after doing the course, if students are getting permanent jobs, they get permanent jobs. Why do internships then? So that's how I look at it. We've never offered any internships to any of our students, and it's not necessary. Internships is not a part of this course. You can directly take up a job. धनंजय, क्या हिंदी स्टूडेंट भी पढ़ सकते हैं आयाटा? क्यों नहीं? क्या कभी भाषा किसी की मर्यादा बन सकती है? मैं उस बात को नहीं मानता हूँ। मैं ये नहीं मान सकता कि मेरे को एक भाषा नहीं आती है तो अभी जीवन में मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। मेरे यहाँ सिर्फ हिंदी भाषी नहीं, लेकिन यहाँ के जो अहमदाबाद में तो काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स गुजराती मीडियम में से पढ़ के आए हैं, जिन्होंने भी काफी सक्सेस अचीव किया है इंडस्ट्री में। ऑफ कोर्स इंग्लिश के लिए हम आपको थोड़ा बहुत सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, पर ऐसा कभी वो मत सोचिए आप कि मुझे इंग्लिश नहीं आता तो मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा। मैं तो हर किसी को एनकरेज करता हूँ, जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा कि काफी हिंदी में पढ़ाई किए हुए, हिंदी मीडियम से जो राजस्थान से स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं हमारे पास, वो हिंदी मीडियम में पढ़े हुए होते हैं। यहाँ के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो गुजराती मीडियम में पढ़े हुए होते हैं। मैं तो हर किसी को एनकरेज करता हूँ। भाषा किसी की मर्यादा नहीं हो सकती कि मेरे को अगर कोई भाषा नहीं आती है तो वो अभी मैं जीवन में कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। आप भी कर पाएंगे। एक तैयारी होनी चाहिए आपकी, खूब मेहनत करने की तैयारी होनी चाहिए, फिर कोई चीज असंभव नहीं है। हाँ, आज से कुछ साल पहले जर्मन्स वो इंग्लिश नहीं बात किया करते थे, चाइनीज वो इंग्लिश नहीं बात किया करते थे, तो उनको तो किसी ने, वो तो कहीं रुके नहीं, वो तो आगे ही बढ़ते गए। आप जानते हैं इन दोनों देशों के लोगों ने क्या अचीव किया है ना इंजीनियरिंग में, और चाइना तो हर किसी में। सो इवन आप भी कर सकते हैं। जैसे मैंने कहा, एक तैयारी होनी चाहिए, आपको मेहनत करने की तैयारी होनी चाहिए। तो अगर आप मेहनत करने को तैयार हैं तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं आप। हाँ, आईआईटा का कोर्स भी कर सकते हैं आप। ठीक है। So great. We are already more than half an hour now. So I will just call it. Payal, any
Thank you,
more
sir,
questions?
for such amazing bits of information and such great words of encouragement to all the
Yeah.
students out
So
there.
yeah, they are so, some students who come from these vernacular languages, they've studied in vernacular medium. They are so skeptical about life. आगे क्या होगा क्या नहीं. But you've seen it yourself. No? Even in your batch, there were so many students from Gujarati
Definitely, sir.
medium, and how they worked hard and they scaled, and
Great
they're
heights.
scaling greater heights in the industry, apart from only passing the IATA exam. So guys, thank you very much. आप लोगों को सबको फिर से दिवाली की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, और नए साल के लिए गुड लक टू ऑल ऑफ यू। मैं आपसे मुलाकात करूंगा। आई विल सी ऑल ऑन द संडे, last Sunday of next month, which I can see is the 29th of December. Payal, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So December में 29th December, I will see you all again sharp at 11 o'clock. Till then, take good care of yourself. Good luck to all of you, and God bless. Thank you very much. Bye bye.